Go quickly with me to Psalm chapter 23. Psalm 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. And now notice this, verse 3. He restores my soul. Now, if you stop right there, here's what you need to learn. He wants us to lie down beside green pastures and still waters. That speaks of His Word, to read and meditate in His Word and fill up on His Word and feed on His Word. But listen now. He says, when you're doing that, He will restore your soul. And the restoration of your soul begins the process of the restoration of everything else, your health, your peace of mind, your fortunes that we talked about, your health, your years, and your relationships. As you renew your mind, as your soul is restored. Remember what he said in 3 John verse 2, Beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So as your soul prospers, everything else in your life is going to prosper. So we see here, He restores my soul, and then watch the trickle effect of a restored soul. He restores my soul, and then what happens? He leads me in the paths of righteousness. So He leads me. The Lord directs your life, and your path becomes clear. And then He says, you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you fear no evil, so you're delivered from fear. When your soul is restored, you're delivered from fear. He says, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, you comfort me. So God's going to comfort you, encourage you, strengthen you. When your soul is restored, you're going to have all the comfort, all the encouragement that you need. And He says, Thou prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. So you're going to celebrate. This is a life of celebration. When your soul is restored, you enter into this life of celebration. And He says, Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runs over. So the anointing begins to operate in your life, removing every burden, destroying every yoke. And He says, my cup runs over. This is abundance. This is never running out. This is running over. This is the blessing of God running over, not running out. And boy, that in and of itself would be worth it all. But look, He goes on to say, surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. So goodness and mercy are going to chase you down. You don't have to go chasing goodness and mercy. God's goodness and God's mercy are going to chase you down. All because your soul is restored. So here is the key. If we're going to see all the things that we talked about restored in our life, it starts with our soul being restored. It starts with getting healed in our thinking, with filling our mind with the right thoughts, filling our mind with God's thoughts. And then when that happens, He fills your life with restoration of health, restoration of years, restoration of time, restoration of finances, restoration of healing, restoration of relationships. People that you never thought you could fix a relationship, all of a sudden they come and apologize, or all of a sudden their heart opens, or all of a sudden your heart softens. It all happens when you get your soul restored.